And welcome back, everybody, to the Jeff and Randy in Real Life podcast. I am your host, well, not really.
Co-host.
I am Randy Merkley. This is
Jeff Tincher, and we're happy to be back.
Yeah, we are happy to be back. We've been busy, so we, you know what, no excuses. We took a bit of a break.
Yeah, we
That's
did.
all right.
Let's be honest.
We're rolling things out. But no, I'm glad to be back, and we've got lots of great feedback from our first couple episodes. Again, we're interacting, getting more people involved. We're going to keep rolling things out. We're just beginning. It's just evolving. So we're super excited about it.
Even today, we've got a green screen.
We do.
Which maybe already there's something else exciting on there, but if it's not up yet,
yes,
we're sitting in front
We
of
are
the green
also
screen.
recording in a secret location.
Yes.
We cannot reveal this.
We can't, but we'll get you to guess like we do with many things.
Yes.
Hey, where are they filming?
What is your middle name?
Yeah, I'm
Sorry,
not
you
telling
know
that.
what? I didn't get your permission on that one
How dare
either.
you.
I
Boy,
just
is it Freedom of Information and Privacy Act?
Yes.
States that. That's okay. Even my mortgage broker, she weighed in on it. I was like, okay, let's. I know you know. You have to be. Anyways.
and I don't know. I don't even know the letter.
Now, how we talk about off camera.
Yeah.
I'll tell you off camera.
I don't want to know. You know what? I feel like it's better that I don't know.
It's actually Rumpelstiltskin.
Yes. No, it's not in R. Remember, we talked about that
That's all we're gonna say.
as well. So, but here we are, heading into the end of February, and everyone talked about our market and things were going to slow down, and maybe the prices are going up.
Are you slow?
I am not
I'm
slow.
not slow.
I'm going to leave in about 10 minutes. So
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
and we're done. Yeah, why don't you just touch a little bit on the market from your perspective? I know you've been running and have had a couple of stories here with some listings, and maybe just give your thoughts on the market right now.
So within the last couple of weeks, and one listing in particular, I've been doing this a while, and I've alluded to fine. But I will say that I've never had a listing be so busy from the second it hit the MLS to like phone ping, 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 ping of showing requests to the point where I was like, okay, here we go. And longer story short, a luxury listing listed at $1,049,000. We ended up having over 100 showing requests. We ended up having 45 showings over 2 days on the weekend, which we had to compress because there were tenants in there. So I only had a 12 to 6 window on the Saturday, and then a 12 to 5 window on the Sunday. The amount of showings and agents coming through was such that I had to basically babysit the listing on the Saturday to make.
You were the bouncer.
I had a list. I was like a bouncer.
Yeah,
It was crazy.
realtor bouncer.
A realtor bouncer, and I was a little bit terse with a couple agents that got a little bit out of line. I said, look, if you're not on the list, you're not getting in. And that was crazy too. So a little bit of a lineup.
Did you wear a tight white shirt
I
or a
should've.
tight
I
black
should've.
shirt? No,
I mean, I didn't even have
You
a
didn't?
clipboard. I had a piece of paper.
Oh yeah.
So, but it was
you're
still
like
I managed that listing to the
average
nines.
bouncer.
On the next day, we had a teammate sit it because it was my daughter's birthday, and I wasn't going to miss. It was her 50th birthday, so I wasn't going to miss that.
No.
So, multiple offers. It sells for over list, 51,000 over list. But the busyness level because of lack of inventory, which I know you'll touch on, was
Unconditional.
crazy. Unconditional
as well. Yeah.
on a beautiful house. But a lot of price points that's happening. I've
Right.
got, and I'm sure you do too, with buyers in this 4, 5, 6, 700 range.
Yeah.
That if something comes up, whether it's a new, like a rental project, or if it's something that's even done to the nines, just because the inventory is so low, there's lots of people. And that's one of the things that I was going to touch on too with that Strathcona listing that I was talking about with all this crazy interest. I was actually blown away at how many different agents either had an out-of-town buyer or local buyer that wanted to be on that west side in that area.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, it was different. So the buyers are out there for sure.
Yeah.
The demand is still the same, but the inventory.
Yeah, and that's what we were just looking over the inventory heading into sort of the end of February here, and we are still just over 2,000 properties on the market in all sectors, which is absolutely incredible. And then you add the pendings on top of those, and then the solds in the last 60 days is over 2,500. So people often say, well, I don't know if it's a great time to sell right now. The market, I don't know if it's exactly like it was last year, because it felt a
Not
little.
quite yet, but
Yeah, it
still
felt
time.
like a little.
This is when it sort of happened. happening?
Yeah, right at the end of February is when things sort of really took off, and sort of feels like we could get into that same market again. And I guess the question for you, I'll ask is, and I'm sure a lot of your sellers, buyers are asking this, are we going to see more inventory? Are those numbers going to come up so that buyers can maybe have a little more of a chance? Maybe the sellers won't be getting as much over list. That's a really tricky question.
That's a big
because
question mark.
it's been like this for a year now where inventory has been so low, record lows. I think it was the lowest in a decade was what they had said at the forecast. So I mean, that's unprecedented. So what's your feeling, Jeff? Do you think that we're going to see, even in that 5,000 level, we're starting to be a little more balanced? I mean, we're still 3,000 away from that.
We are. And so two things that pop into my mind is one, is it's happening in the States, and I've alluded to a little bit about this on my social media as well, and I've talked about this before, where you've got investor entities, singular, and then like people, and then you've got companies that are literally buying up single family homes in Calgary to buy and rent out, because the rental market now is steadily increasing.
Sure.
Then you've got people that, they're saying, okay, I want to get out of my rental and get into something. But the issue for a lot of people is, and this is where the inventory thing comes in huge, and we'll have to see where it goes, is because there are a lot of people that say, oh, I'd love to sell my property, make a good chunk of equity and go do something else. But the prices are now increasing for where they want to move to, so where do you go? So some of those people are saying, nope, I'm going to stay put instead, and I'm going to either invest in my equity, or I'm just going to stay and see what happens and eat some popcorn and watch the market.
Yeah.
But then that means that there's no more properties coming onto the market. So now you've got this sort of
a holding pattern,
critical mass and situation holding pattern included of same buyer demand, less inventory. Will that stretch into spring? I think it will, except for those that are either moving out of the city, or those who are going to downsize. And then, but the issue with that is you're suddenly competing on the downsizing properties too, and feeling like you're paying too much. So I don't think the inventory level is going to change enough for it to be. Some agents are calling it a balanced market. I don't feel it's a balanced market. I feel it's just going to continue like this. There might be a leveling off period like there was towards, we'll call it May, June, July, August of last year, when all these things sort of figure out, and now we've got a hold on interest rates rising and all these things. So it's my take for now. Yeah,
I mean, it is a really great opportunity as a seller. Like you said, if you're maybe downsizing, maybe you're going out of a bigger house that you've lived in for a number of years, the kids are out, in that 8 up price point, which you're going to make some really good money on. Maybe you're going into a $3,000, $100,000 condo and you're going to make a nice chunk of money. Or like you said, if you're maybe moving to another province. But yeah, if you're just if you're buying up, again, you're selling high and buying high. So it's all relative. Like you said, you could make 100, 150 grand on your house, but you're also buying at a premium. So you're not really getting any further ahead. The people who are sort of cashing in is, maybe kids that are selling their parents' house, or people who are downsizing. Those are the ones that, bought in the, it's crazy because you'll go show a house. I showed one the other day, it was $950, and they said, oh, what did they buy it for? I'm like, you don't know. Well, they paid $260 in 1992, and it's just like, it's incredible.
Remember when the phone used to have the cord on it?
Yeah.
That's when that house last year.
That was when you needed to buy that house. Yeah, it's incredible. Even those areas like Varsity and some of those hot areas, those houses that sold in the 80s and 90s for $200,000-300,000, and now and a lot of them are still in the same condition as they are, and they're trading for over $1 million. And
as buyers, also, you know who you're competing with?
Right.
I'll bring up the B word, builders, because we are literally back to that, where all the builders are converging on these teardowns. Obviously, the fixer-uppers, the ones that you have to do full guts on, they're willing to outbid you, and they're willing to sometimes do it with minimal to no conditions. So again, for first-time home buyers, for move-up home buyers, all of a sudden, if you've got multiple offers, you've got 6 or 7 offers, 2 of them are builders, it's just tough to compete. And a lot of times you put your best foot forward and you're still like, you find out, oh, you finished 6th place out of 10 or 6, it's weird.
Yeah.
So
I just finished 3rd.
You got the bronze medal?
Yeah, I did.
The buyer doesn't care about the bronze medal.
It was a good 3rd place finish for me in my multiple offer.
Podium.
But again, we had a condition, and
What is it in
That was it.
Talladega Nights? If you're not first, you're last.
Yes, that is our motto.
You're not first, you're last.
That's right. Well, it's going to be fun, so stay tuned. But exciting time for us as realtors. As it's, I mean, we're not complaining that it's
No,
a
we're
busy
not.
market, right? It's just, I think, educating people as to what to expect. Again, it's hard to project that crystal ball of
It is.
what's it going to be like in 3 months, because everyone wants to know, right? It's sort of like stocks. Well, if I knew my stock was going to triple, I'm going to
course.
buy it now,
Of
right?
course.
So I
But
think
lean on us as agents.
Absolutely.
It's a double-edged sword because we're here to listen to you and what you think of the market.
yes,
However, we have our expertise. And one of the things that we talked about too is the fact that the media in this city and of course
Right.
across the country, the media here is, in my opinion, basically saying about a month behind. So they're not
day late and a dollar short, or
Yeah.
a dollar short. How does it go? $1 short and a day
a
late?
dollar short, a day late, a month
there a
behind,
song
not getting
about
the
that?
full picture of
Country
how
song.
quickly things
Yes.
are changing.
Yeah,
Because we have clients and
Don't believe
buyers
them.
who are coming to us that are just not prepared, unfortunately, quickly enough
Yeah.
to be ready to pounce. And we're not here to be the car salesman-ish spiel of, well, you just got to get in. It's the best time to buy. Whatever your take is on it, but we're giving you the straight goods on it. So
moral of the story, and we'll wrap up this segment, is be ready to pounce.
pounce.
Right from
Not just-
JT's mouth.
Not quickly, but quickly.
That's right. Still
Quicker
coming
than
back to
quick.
that. So yeah, let us know if you have any questions.
We're here for
Jeff
you.
or myself, and we'd love to help.